Well, glad you're still with us on Colorado and Company. Have you had your beans today? Well, they are rich in fiber, as we learned, and here is the best part. They go well with other foods. Well, Colleen is back in her kitchen taking your taste buds on an international journey today. She's pairing local Colorado dry beans with the masala from India to make a curry that can't be beat.
Early spring in Colorado, we really don't know what Mother Nature is going to throw our way. Will we have a snowmageddon? Possibly. Will we have 75 degrees and sunny? Possibly, right? Thank goodness I found a curry that really fits anything that's going to come our way. The colder weather, maybe the mild weather, the warmer weather. This curry works so well. And I think you're going to love the flavors going into it too. We are going to use some Maycoba beans. So also known as yellow beans, some of you may know them as that, but they're these beautiful beans grown right here in Colorado. And what I've done is I've soaked these overnight, and they're not cooked because they're going to cook in this curry. I have an onion right here, sauteing in the pan like I do when I start any curry. I always have an onion sauteing in a little bit of oil in the pan. Now to this onion, I am adding in some ginger garlic paste. Ginger garlic paste is something that you can find in like an Indian grocery store. That's where I buy mine. And the chopping of the garlic and ginger already done for you, and oh my goodness, it's so fragrant and so fresh, and it just comes right out of a jar. So all of that is going to be cooking together, and next we're going to add the masala. So we're making a masala Maycoba bean curry. It's going to have some coconut milk in there. It's going to pair really well with naan bread, some rice, however you want to eat it. I just really eat it out of the bowl when it's done because it's so good. And we're going to add in some masala. This is a sambar masala. Oh my goodness. And there are probably 15 different spices in this one little nugget of spice that I have right here into this little jar. So I buy this, again, from the Indian grocery store. If you just have a curry powder that you really love on hand, you can use that. The reason that I love this specific spice for this dish is because we're going to be using some coconut milk in here. And that means this is going to be a spicy masala. It's going to go really well with that coconut milk and even out all the flavors in the end. So, oh, that smells so good. I always toast up my spices a little bit with the garlic and ginger and with the onion that's going in there. And you're going to let that go for a few minutes until that onion is nice and cooked. You are going to have your whole house smelling of masala and ginger and garlic. And if you're like me, that just puts a great big old smile on your face. All right, into here we are finally going to add the beans, the Maycoba beans. And these have plumped up really nicely. I just soaked them in water overnight. And now we are going to throw all the beans just right in there. And again, I'm just going to kind of cook that, toast it up. I'm not adding the liquid just yet. So for a few minutes, I'm going to keep that going. I want the beans to really start soaking up the flavor early on. I want them to kind of be in that oil over the high heat for a little bit. And again, these beans have not been cooked yet. The way I like to do this specific curry is cook the beans with all those curry seasonings and the coconut milk, so that in the end, you're gonna have one bean. Each bean out of the hundreds that are in here are really going to plump up with the spice and the coconut milk. Every seasoning that's in here, it's gonna be like little nuggets of happiness going into your mouth. Okay, that's toasting up. The final thing we're doing is adding in some coconut milk. And my friends, that is all we're gonna do. Yes, these are gonna cook for a couple hours, but the best part is I can just kind of set it and go. I'm gonna put it on low heat, and I'm gonna put the top on, and we are just gonna have these simmer. Maybe, every 30, 45 minutes, come around, give it another stir, give it another whirl. If you need to add some more coconut milk, go ahead and do that. I really only use coconut milk for this specific dish, just because of the richness of the milk along with the masala. It goes really well together. And at the very end, when everything is done, you are going to take a lemon, and when it's all ready to serve at the very end, you are going to kind of zest the lemon over it and squeeze in all the juice. And that is really what makes this dish special. That's why I call it my lemony, masala-y Maycoba bean curry, is because that lemon paired with the coconut milk and masala is a very, very happy bite. I love to serve this with naan bread. And I dunk that naan bread into the bean curry. It's going to get really thick. So this is not going to be a curry that I would necessarily serve over rice because there's not going to be that graviness in the saucy. It's really just going to be a thick, wonderful bean dish curry. And you can dunk the naan bread in there. It's going to taste so good. So many flavors that really fit any season, right, that Mother Nature is going to throw our way during this early spring here in Colorado. So go to coloradodrybeans.org for this recipe and also follow us on social media. Have some fun with us at Colorado Dry Beans.
Thanks, Colleen. I can't wait to make this. Well, you can find the recipe on our website. That's coloradoandco.com.